All right, so we had a little bit of a technical glitch, but
Technical
we're
difficulty. My
back.
computer's tired. So I have to preface the story about Profit First by saying that it was 2017, 18, and I had had the best year ever. I had had breakfast meetings, lunch meetings, dinner meetings. I was focused on selling, bringing in business and selling. And I was so proud of myself. I was tired, but I was proud of my numbers. And we got to December and I sat down to do my own tax planning. And I, was going to send money to the government. And you know what I found? There was nothing left in my bank account, nothing. And I'm an accountant. And this happened to me. I had spent the whole year, I'd had the best revenue year ever in my business. And by December 31st, you know what was left? Nothing. I actually sat down and cried. I remember that day. And I say, see, my dog's still upset about it. He couldn't get good food. He had to eat drugstore food. And I remember calling one of my colleagues and saying, how'd this happen? Like, how'd this happen to me? And she recommended Profit First, and I read it, and it really changed my life. And how it changed my life is it allowed me to see that I had started saying yes. I was like the fish in the fishbowl. As my money grew, my choices grew. I got a bigger car. I said yes to everybody in my life. So I upgraded my cell phone plan. Everything was a yes. The whole year was yes. And I realized that there had to be a better way to kind of live within my means, but live well. And so what Profit First does is it's not a budgeting system. Budgeting for me is very negative and very, it's not an abundance mindset. I believe in abundance. I believe there is more. I believe the world is taking care of me. And in my experience, you cannot be an abundance thinker and manage a budget. They are not congruent. So how do I manage my money without a budget? In 50 years, I've never been able to budget. So what Profit First does is it sets up buckets like the envelope system our grandparents used to use, where when your money comes in, you take some of it and you set it aside for taxes. You take some of it, you set it aside for your rent. You take some of it, you set it aside for fun, because fun is okay, but you know how much you can spend on fun. You set aside some for marketing. You set some aside for payroll. So yes, you could end up with 7 bank accounts like I did. And I know that sounds miserable, but in fact, it's liberating. Because here's what happens. Instead of going on vacation and putting the money on a credit card, which I did for many years, we would go on family vacation, put on a credit card. I'd come home and I'd spend like the next 6 to 8 months paying down that credit card. Now, I look in the bank account and I say to my family, okay, family, this is what we have saved for our summer vacation. Where would you like to go? And this is what we have to spend. And that changes the way you live. It changes the way you enjoy your vacation, because now there's no more stress about the bills that are going to be waiting when we get home. We pay for it in cash. Not to say I don't use credit cards. I love credit cards. I haven't paid for an air ticket in years because of my miles. So I use credit cards. But the intention with Profit First is that you put money in accounts so you can make choices looking forwards and not backwards. Do you want to do a marketing campaign? That depends. What's in your marketing account? April and I both love conferences. Conferences are expensive. You're talking about airfares and hotels. I put 3% of my income in a conference account. And when I see a conference come up that I want to go to, I look. Sometimes I can go, sometimes I can't go. And that's okay. I would rather know that than pretend everything's okay, because the worst thing I see is people who come and see me now in March or April and they don't have the money for last year's taxes. Why? Because they didn't know they owed it and they spent it, just like me. They didn't know they owed it and they spent it. Whereas now we kind of get around that. And today, every single week, every Friday is my money day. And every Friday, I put 10% or 15%, depending what state you're in, of my deposits into a tax savings account. And I don't touch it. I just don't touch it. And that's been the only way in 25 years that I have seen that really works for people to manage their money. So if you've never heard of it or you've never looked into it, go take a look. And for those of you who are naysayers, call me. I'm happy to have that discussion. If you have a better system or a different system, let's talk about it. But you must have a system to get ahead of your cash and ahead of your taxes.
No, I so agree with you. Listen, I was just telling you when I looked up last year, I worked half the year and I had a good half a year. But oh my goodness, it was the year of the yes. And honestly, every year until I found Profit First was like Shonda Rhimes' book, The Year of the Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
because we do bank, what they say, bank balance accounting. We look at our
Right.
bank balance and go, oh, we can
Right.
do that.
Right. I saw all the money coming in and I was like, oh my God, I'm rich. I'm rich.
And you think it's going to be like that next month and the next
Right.
month. And so
Right.
in my business, it is not like that at all. And so when
Most
you
business.
validated Profit First for me, being a CPA, I'd read the book. And when you told me also, you kind of just co-signed it for me. I was like, if she's a CPA and
Yeah.
she's using it, there's
Right.
got to be something to it. And so in full transparency, like I told you earlier, I was told, no, that's too many accounts. In fact, I had a CPA say he was going to charge me like $4,000 to do my books for last year because of the multiple bank accounts that he had not
Right.
even looked at yet, right? And so wasn't you didn't even look at them to see how many transactions, but nevertheless, you gave me a price. And so that scared me, and I
Right.
actually stopped doing it. And then I woke up the end of the year like that, like, oh crap, well, where is my money?
Yeah.
I did well.
Right.
Why? Where is it? And I know it's
Right.
not, I mean, I know I put things and it's been the year of the yes. So I said
Right.
yes to a lot of
And
stuff.
to just be good to ourselves. Like we all work so hard. And especially in these times, life is not easy. And so whether it's 1% or 2% or 5% of your income that you could put away into a fun account, that is something that Mike really taught us. To be good to ourselves. And it's a relative concept and there's no judgment. Whether it's 1% of your revenue or 5% of your revenue, take something and put it away in a fun account, because whether it's a manicure or pedicure or a week at the spa, whatever it is, take that money and do something fun for yourself, because we need that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just becomes a drudge. And I speak to so many business owners who want to quit and they want to go back and get a job. And without that little injection of cash and fun money, it's easy to see that, those days, I have those days too, where I'm just like, oh, come on. So 1% profit account, sock it away somewhere and do something nice for yourself every 3 or 4 months.
And I love that. And I like that you subscribe to that method because that's so important. I try to teach my small business owners that method too. So tell me, how can people reach out to you? Like, who is someone you'd want to work
Yeah.
with? How can we let this audience know how to reach you and get
Well,
your help?
thank you, April. Yes. So you can reach me at taxboutiquecpa.com, taxboutiquecpa.com. We work with anybody that is a single state, small business, and or someone with a W-2 job who just wants a clean tax return. And we guarantee same day response time. And that for me is a big deal. You send me an email, someone on my team will get back to you same day to say, we got your email, we can see what you need, and we'll get it to you on this day. You will never send us an email or a phone call and not hear from us the same day. I find it unconscionable that people say, oh, I haven't heard from my CPA in 3 or 4 days or a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah,
What? That's outrageous. How is that
that's true.
appropriate? So we really stand behind our money back guarantee on same day response time. So you can find me at taxboutiquecpa.com. And
Okay.
if I
Wow.
can't help you, I'll find you someone who can.
Okay, that is awesome. Hey, you guys, you heard her. I mean, she is amazing. You can tell her passion and her knowledge of what she does. So I encourage you to really connect with her to get the advice and the help you need. Now, she's not free, so don't be calling her talking about, I got a question and get upset when you get an invoice. So it's definitely not free, but it's not the big boys. And it sounds like, and from what I know of her, she will give you the best advice, the most accurate advice, and she's passionate and she's going to stick by you and help you. So,
Thank
Wendy,
you,
I want to
April.
thank you because I know it's tax season is approaching, and for you to just pull some time out this evening to talk to us and share your knowledge and expertise with my listening audience. I so appreciate it. So thank you again for coming on the
Most welcome.
podcast, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.